talking about video game worlds and which ones we want to live in. It's a hard question. We always come up with hard questions here at the Syndicate, and this one's a toughie because you'd pick one, a gamer would pick one, but would you yourself actually want to live in that world? Like, say you like Mass Effect and you wanted to live in that world, and you did. You'd think that you'd be like captain of the Normandy, or at least part of its crew, but you just going into that world, you'd probably just be a janitor stuck on Earth. I mean, still, it'd be nice to see that world, but you yourself are going into that world, would you really be that big a part of it? And who knows, maybe you would. But it's a hard question, because if you did visit that world, whatever world you choose, how much of an impact would you have, and would you actually get to do the things you want to do? And there's so many game worlds out there that are in chaos, so would you really want to go into a world that was in chaos or in war? Like, if you like Destiny, going into Destiny would be nice, but all the Guardians do is fight the Hive or the Vex, and so that's kind of scary. Would you really want to be doing that? Dying all the time, being revived? I'm not sure if I would. So it's a tough question. Personally, I think I'd have to go with, I'd want to live in the world of Pokemon. Pokemon, yeah. When I was younger, I had Pokemon Yellow, and I think I had Blue. I'm pretty sure I had Blue first, and then I got Yellow. I don't know why they're the same game, but I got Yellow because you got Pikachu, so that's kind of cool. And then I had Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Coliseum. I had a bunch of stuff. I had stuffed animal Pokemon. I had the trading cards, and I really liked them. And I think that's because when I was younger, I was homeschooled, so I didn't have too many friends, and so Pokemon were kind of like friends. And even like in the anime, if you watch the animation, the cartoon Pokemon, it's evident, and they make it clear that Pokemon are kind of friendly. Not all of them, they're wild Pokemon, but they can be your friends, like the friendship between Ash and Pikachu. And then I think that a lot of people related to that. They wanted to relate to that. They wanted to have that friendship between yourself and a Pokemon. So if I went into that world, it would just be nice to explore that world and to make new friends, basically. And even just me going into that world, they let little preteen boys wander the woods, so I'd be just fine. I could go where I want, explore, make new friends. And I don't think I'd make the Pokemon fight. I'd just recruit a bunch of Pokemon who didn't want to fight, or if they did, I'd still indulge that in them and let them fight. But I just gather a bunch of friends and have adventures. I'd go surfing with Squirtle, rock climbing with rock type Pokemon, hang gliding with flying type Pokemon, and I just think it'd be a really fun experience to be in that world and just hang out and have fun with make friends and stuff. It seems realistic to me, seems fun, and I think I'd really enjoy that world, at least for a little while.
Hey guys, so this week I drew like a total blank on an answer to the question, and what I mean by that is when I would think about our question, what video game world do we want to live in, I suddenly this whole week just drew a blank on every video game I've played for some reason, for the most part. Oh, hi Katie. I'm a huge Zelda fan, so I was like, oh yeah, it'd be awesome to be in the Zelda world, but I'm not gonna be Link, as awesome as that would be. I could try and be Link. I just realized I'd be like another Tingle. I'd be like some old guy trying to be this hero. That's really funny. And so, I'm realizing I wouldn't be the hero in these worlds. And also, I don't know what kind of conflict I'd want to throw myself into, It'd be cool, to be in some like world with a lot of danger, but you have like a huge adventure. But, in reality, I'd probably die within a day or two. I even thought of being crazy and being like Bloodborne, which is probably the hardest game I've ever personally played. But I died so much just playing that game. There's just no way I'd be killed on the first encounter. So I'm gonna have to say, oh damn, what is the name of that game? Shit, I totally forgot the name of the game. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is the name of the game. It's a peaceful place. It's got a real community. You escape the real world bullshit of, you know, bills and job and all the other shit, you know. So it'd be nice, anybody can come and move into the town. So all my friends, my family, they all can get houses right next to me. Yeah, sure. You put yourself in debt by buying a house, but then you just go and collect some fruit or dig up some treasure, which just takes like one swing of the shovel and poof, you already dug like a massive hole and you found it. Woo! Easy task, and you're helping out your fellow neighbor. And not only do they pay you for this easy task to help you pay off your massive mortgage, they give you furniture on top of it. It's like a win-win. So it just seems so cool. It's such a peaceful place, and this whole town just constantly celebrates every occasion, So I think I wouldn't mind living in the Animal Crossing world and just chilling and hanging out with everybody and having a good time.
Now, hard question again, just because there are so many different worlds out there, and you know what? It took me a minute just because I didn't really know what conflict I wanted to jump into. So, normally when I do my nostalgia blocks, I do choose something that has a nostalgic value. Go figure. But, I think the world that I chose, just because it is in a newer game, I think, later on down the road, it will be one of those games that will have a nostalgic feel to it. So anyway, my world of choice would have to be Dying Light's world.
Shh! The movie is on. Mama's watching.
Now, I know you're thinking like, well, why would you do that? Well, you know what? I played the game. I loved the game, and I think it would be an awesome world to be in. For one, zombies. It's a given. You know what? There has been such a zombie boom it's been going on for a while now, but it is an awesome aspect, to think about. And so anyway, number two would have to be that the world is beautiful. If you're in the game and you're on top of a high point and you just look out, the trees are blowing, you got the water rippling. It looks really nice. And number three is the fact that it is a big world, and it's an open world too. So, that's another perk in it. And number three, so that was number three. Number four, for me, I think, just the whole aspect of parkour. It's just, I guess you don't really have to parkour if you don't want to, but you know what? That's what I want to do. So that's what I want to do. And yeah, and I do like those survival games. So you have to find and craft things for your weapons, or collect herbs for healing, medicinal purposes. And I do like those games. And so yeah, like what I said in the beginning, that you don't really know what conflict you wanted to jump into as a world. because there's always going to be conflicts, there's always going to be enemies, and I figured, you know what? Why not do it with zombies?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I figured why not let the enemies be zombies and, you know, go to town on them. So wouldn't feel as bad, I guess. But I don't know. But anyway, so you know what, guys? If you agree with my world, or if you know, like that choice, hit that like button. Show them. Show them. And anyway, so that's my choice. Dying Light. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.